Yep, you win some, you lose some, and that's how it goes. We
Aye.
were laughing this time last week, or maybe a day later. Yeah, six days ago. We have a great time. Now it's our time to cry,
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's football,
Mm.
as they'd say. A real tough night in front of goal for us. I think, you know, start of the first half, Jack was good.
Mm.
PSG came into after they scored. We made a mistake. And then second half, we were on top. And then extra
Punished.
time, we were just dropping like flies. And you could see we were knackered. But so were they, to be honest. There's nothing
Mm.
big chance in the second. But, I mean, in the extra time, I think everybody was playing for pens at that point. But,
Mm.
yeah, always gut-wrenching to go out.
Yeah, it's one of them, mate. As you said, you win some, you lose some, but that's the end of the day, mate. If we come away from this season with the Premier League, I think obviously the 70s, 80s period, dominant Liverpool, your bread and butter is your Premier League, your league title. It's been a still after the back of tonight's game. We'll be, especially if we continue our development as a football club in terms of Arnie Slot, the football we're playing. We've learnt a lot. As I said just before we come on air, I think in terms of next season's campaign, I think a bit more intelligence in terms of not going for every single game, of course, when you've got such a commanding lead in the competition. And as you said, the extra time for a good 5, 10, 15 minutes, even the whole of that second half of extra time, the lads were on the legs, and we've seen Ibu go off, Trent off, injured as well, and let's hope that they're not. And even Gakpo come on, he's not even, don't even think he's 20% fit. Even he couldn't even track the runner. So, yeah, Andy Dobbo putting in a hard-earned shift, mate. But as we said, the penalties, they need to be spot on. Sadly, we didn't have an extra substitution. Would have obviously, of course, brought on Kelleher, but it wasn't to be, mate. And I think I'm certainly still proud of this Liverpool team off the back of tonight's performance. We'll do well in the next couple of years if we continue our great development as a club.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
there's a lot still to look
Mm.
forward to this season.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be too bummed by going out. It's always horrible to go out. I think what this does, though, is takes the pressure off in the Premier League for sure. If I'm going to look at it from a positive light, it's normally it's a not a good night, and it's always hard to go out. But if there's a time to go out as well, this is the time to go out. Like, I hate going out in semis and losing the final. Like, if there's a time to go out, it's now. It's now,
Yep.
so that it doesn't affect the rest of the season. We got
Yeah.
a cup final to look forward to on Sunday. But to be honest, the real prize is only one. And I've been saying it from the start of the season. I'll give up everything to win the Premier League. And we're in such a great spot, Jack.
Yeah.
And this is going to free up and give us a whole load of space
Rest.
every week to play. Yeah, play our first team the whole season now and have plenty of legs around. Just that's the good thing. Kwanzaa's going to have to play every week, right back at the moment. With
bit,
Trent,
bit, of, bit of development for him as well. It's only done
to be
about
honest, he
well.
looked good.
Yeah,
He looked
come on.
good when he came
Yeah.
on. He looked
It,
great. He looked
it's,
good.
it's the it's been good, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Pick
Thank
up
you
the
very
subject.
much, Yanis. Would you for the $5? Really appreciate the super chat. Would you restart showing experience, same lineup, no penalty takers? Not really. I thought we were well on top. If it wasn't for a couple of blocks for them, on another day, something hits a player's knee and goes into the top corner. We've had some of those go in. It's
Yeah.
just fine lines, with a couple of off the line today as well.
Yeah.
Couple off the post. I don't think the Trent one, I don't think the one of them should have been offside, really, because if Darwin wasn't even interfering in any of the play when Trent got it against the the post. There's loads. There's loads. I'm sorry, that was Kwanzaa's, wasn't it? I think. But yeah, we did well. I thought it was fine. I just think we just did exactly the same as what PSG did in the first leg. Didn't put our chances away. And the one mistake they made, we punished. The one mistake we made, they punished. It was literally level all the way up to pens. So the team that does better at pens wins and takes it in this one, and they did better at pens and they took it. Dormammu in goal was great for him. The kebab just managed to, we couldn't eat it. We just couldn't eat it tonight. That was it. We have to eat shit instead. And it's fine. Like we gotta take.
You can't have everything in football, guys. Let's be honest.
No,
This
no.
football club's been through the windmill over, especially pre-Jurgen Klopp era. It's not a given right that if you've got a good team, as we know, you've got to work
AG,
hard.
yeah, AG believes the better side won over 2 legs. Just a shame of the potential of playing Villa in a quarter-final. Hope Ebu and TAA are okay for Sunday. Otherwise, we have problems. League and Cup double. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I thought we were equal. I really do. I thought PSG were good, but second half, they weathered a storm today. Really weathered a proper storm. They got away with it. The keeper was flapping all night. I just think if Cody was fit, if we had a fit first line from the start of both legs, we probably would have edged this. So I just think it's a fine line. I don't think they were that far better. I do think they were better on the penalties in the end, which is what the difference maker was. I think we were pretty mirrored each other in the 2 games. I know they got a great XG today, but they got it because they had a tap-in on the line, and we kind of created that for him in the end, And plus, I do think Barcola was offside. I don't know how they even the animation they showed at halftime to me. I don't know how they did that, but literally when they zoom out and it goes back to the normal, it looked he was offside. I was like, dodgy. But I disagree. But yeah, everybody's entitled to their opinion. PSG the better side of Pips. If think you're entitled to your opinion. I think they were better at penalties. Cup final legs in this game. I think they've got an extra day. I think it was great that this wasn't a Wednesday night or a Thursday night for us because that would have been harmful. I think they've got the 5th day as a rest. Normally the 5th day is a rest period, so I think they're going to be good to go on Sunday. To be honest, lucky that we got that extra day. Fingers crossed. Ibu, I'm hoping is cramped, so he just needs to rest, and he's obviously not eating and drinking much. That's why he was gone with the cramp. He's just totally gone. And Trent, we don't know. That could be his season. That could be
ankle tear. So.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris, for the super chat. Yep, everybody's worried. I don't think TAA. I think TAA is the worry. I'm hoping Konate was literally just cramped because as he was going off. If he was really injured, he would have gone off with his head down because he's done that in the past. But he walked off, G'ing the crowd up, showing him he's all right. And at least that's what I take from it. So yeah, I think it looks good from an EB perspective, but from a Trent one, I don't think it looks so good. We lost Sabozlai, Maka, and TAA as pens. Yeah, absolutely, we did. The winners out of this will probably be Newcastle. Well, Chris, Newcastle have a ton of injuries as well. So I think both sides are going to be struggling, really. They've lost their fullback and they've lost their centre-back and they've lost Gordon to being banned. So they're not going to be fully at it either, to be honest. Another one, Jimmy thinks best team won. Can't complain much. Fair enough. Slot has failed to prepare the team lately. I'm not sure that I think
that was our strongest team. That was our strongest team.
And I also think that's just a reaction to losing, really, because we're 15 points clear of the Premier League. I don't think he's preparing anyone wrong. I'm not too disappointed because it starts first year and he has more or less won the league and we have a final on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, Ahmed, I think we're in a great spot this season. It's horrible to go out of a competition, but this PSG team, I really hope they actually go on to win it. I know people will hate that. Yeah, I think they're playing good football. Enrique's built an actual team which is not full of superstars. I mean, I know they still can afford to buy their way through it, but they play actual good football. They play the right way, and they seem to be defending really well as well. Mendes really did a job on Mo over 2 legs, I thought. So, I think it'd be nice to actually, if we do go out to the eventual winners would be a good way to go. So, yeah, I think they should win it. I hope they win it as well. I hope they knock out Madrid as well, to be honest, because I don't want Madrid winning it again. Picking a team is not preparing a team. We were embarrassing against Southampton. Cope more, though. Wow. A bit, bloody hell. The person who's coping here is Hustle Bones, let's be honest. Trying to get angry on a YouTube thing. You know what? Hey, how about GROWUP grow up, man. Like, come on, it's football. Like,
I think we won the second half against Southampton as well, didn't we? So
yeah, come on. Don't need to get arsey on flipping these things about opinions. Come on, dude. Like, don't need to be arsey with Jack there. But yeah, let's be adults, please, on it. Thanks, we appreciate it. Manager should have started Nunez. He scored last game, but dude, Nunez didn't have a good game when he came on. And I know Jota was poor. And you're right about the Jota and a pen option, absolutely. And Zabozlai, Jack, I don't know if you agree, he was totally gone. Like, if we kept him on for 10, 15 more minutes, we might have lost him for the final and for the season.
Yeah, it's mad. I'm just quickly looked over to I knew we got battered in the second half of extra time, but PSG had 73% possession to Liverpool's 27 in the second half of extra time. That could have been very dangerous. Liverpool had no nothing. We were just camped in our own box, mate, weren't we? But as you said, he could have got injured, and we've still got games to play in the Premier League, of course. And mainly not just tonight though, Gags and Reds. Think about next season as well. We don't want to get those players injured because there's still a long way to go, and it's just about what Liverpool have done so well, Gags, in it this season is we've rotated at the right moments, and just only tonight, obviously we've had a couple of injuries, but given that you played 120 minutes, the lads will pick up cramp, bit of fatigue, and it's bound to happen. But the quality on show from both sides, it was very much one of them, really. But it's hard, small margins in football. That's what it is.
Yeah, we were on the hard side of the thingy of the draw as well. It was going to be tough. I think we would have got past Villa, but I think Madrid would have been tough. CL would have been amazing, but a lot of big teams still in it. For me, main focus was always number 20. Once we got out. Exactly, totally agree. Also, Bones, yeah, we did win the second half after getting embarrassed first. You just proved my point. We were not prepared. That's up to you, mate. Yeah, you can keep coping as well. Ballers, but you knock his confidence after he scored. Jota played. I don't think you knock your confidence after scoring and then not starting. I don't think that's true. I think he knows that it's a team game and team squad game, and the best team's got to play at the end of the day. But yeah, I think he showed really his own confidence anyway. Like with the pen, I don't think it was a good pen. Some people saying it was good. Surge, thank you very much, Arsenal fan. Big up Jack and Gags and Jack. Unfortunate results for you. Had tipped you guys to win CLPL. Still a good season, winning the league and in a final. Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Big up,
appreciate you always checking in as an Arsenal fan and supporting us. Like, I'm gotta say, I think you support us sometimes a lot more than some Liverpool fans do. So
sensible rival.
Absolutely appreciate it very much. Imagine going along to. I'm not sure that's true. I'm going to disagree. I think people that were there have contacted me saying it was very loud. I think it probably doesn't come across on TV, and it depends on which stand you're in.
Is that can't be our account? That must be a black account.
No. I think that's. Is it?
Because that's not me. No, me or you.
Is it Eddie? Maybe, but yeah, a lot of people were contacting us when we were saying in Discord as well that it was quiet, saying, "I don't know what you're talking about." It's great, it was great there. It was loud. Darwin Jotazopo, totally agree, Bird and Jav. Where are we going here? It was a very good game. Hopefully players will recover. Absolutely, totally agree. Of course it does knock your confidence, especially after Joker's thing. I mean, I don't know. How you can't be sure about that. I know you're saying it, but have you gone to the squad and actually asked them, does it knock their confidence? I don't think it does. I think they play this. They know this every single game that this is going to happen. People are going to get picked on the day. And, Jota was taken off for a reason in that game early because he could start this one. So they plan ahead. They plan way ahead. Here we go. Football, Bernard Maloney. Football is about taking chances. Absolutely. Hard watch tonight. The boys now need rest, recover, train, and go again. Very disappointing, but big game Sunday. Love these boys. Yeah, I mean, taking chances. It was the story of the first leg for them. It was the story of the second leg for us. And, swings and roundabouts. And it came down to pens. Simple as that, at the end of the day.
Does it show the quality in certain elements, though, Gags, what a big summer next season? Because I think in terms of not saying, but obviously you can certainly improve in the summer. But I think in terms of grabbing a game, when you think about the 90 minutes, in terms of bringing that quality off the bench. Of course, Elliott done really well in the first leg, but in terms of making the squad even better going to next season, I still do feel we could have had more off the bench, if I'm being honest. Even it's a mix of players coming back from injury and certain quality coming on as well. It's one of them, mate. But me and Gags and others, we all know the sensible Reds. We were beaten by a very good side, but it's extremely difficult, mate. But we'll be back again, mate. We'll be back next season.
Akram's disappointed. Well, he's gutted that we were eliminated by a plastic arrogant club. I guess that's a good shout. Can't argue with that one. Sai Gopal, I think they gave the best effort. Don't think the subs worked, especially Gakpo. I think none of them worked really today. The opposite to last time. Don't think any sub worked. I think if we're going out, this is the best outcome of losing any loss of the players did well. Manager, fans. Oh God, I can't read this. We need some commas here somewhere. I think if we're going out to this is the best of outcome of any lose. The players did well. The manager, the fans did amazing. Just don't want this effect. Yeah, agree. Did you see him when he came on? His head was... Oh, man. Okay, Ballers is losing it. I think we should ignore him now. I think he's lost it until he calms down and stops writing in caps. What's most disappointing is that we met a team playing better football than us. Yes, I think they are playing better football than us. But let's be honest, they don't play in a very competitive league. And they were able to rest a full team in that league, still win their league game and come and play. And you know what? In the Premier League, you just can't do that against anyone. And you could see if we did something like that against Saints and people are saying, this and that and the other, we should start him, we should start this, we should start that. You rest players anywhere and it's going to do something. But they have such a big squad and they have such a weak league to play in. I'm not surprised that they are firing on all cylinders. And apparently they weren't doing too well until the turn of the year. And he changed a few things. Enrique, fair play to him, by the way. He's a good coach. I rate him. And now they're flying. And you would back them to win it the way they played. And they are playing great stuff. You can't argue with it.
Turning points in their club's history potentially in Europe, Gags. Obviously, haven't won the competition.
If he wins it, yeah. Like not tonight. You've got through in a second round, but if you win it, then yeah, absolutely.
Big momentum swing.
I mean, they didn't play as well. They did again. Like loads of people were saying they're going to knock us off the park like they did at PSG, and I said no chance. They didn't. Yeah. We were the better side tonight. They got a higher XG because of that one goal. Like it was a tapping because of EB, is a mistake from us. So, but otherwise, I thought we played really well. They had so many goal line clearances today and stuff going on. The keeper
Scalia as well. That chances.
Yeah, they had a few. So I think, again, same from Ahmed. We lost to a very good side. Don't think we should be hard on the players. No. I think everybody gave it a good shot. It's okay. Sunday final now. Yeah, we should look forward to it. Didn't have the run-in of Dom, or the control of Mac. I think the big thing that hurt us, that a lot of people in Discord were saying, and I agreed with, was that we lost Trent and Mac second half. Extra time. So we lost Trent first. We still had some control, but then we lost Mac. No control in the game because they don't play, So we don't play without those two tempo with them. So yeah. Absolutely. I hated taking Makarov for Dom, lost the impetus. Agree. Need a better squad. I think Grab staying on was completely
crazy.
Yeah. I think we have a good enough first team as well. And I think Zena says we don't have a good enough squad. As much as we love them, Jones, Elliott don't have necessary quality. Liverpool. Nunez is way too weak mentally for big games. Wow. The mental stuff, I'm not sure I can say anything, but I just don't think he's smart. Not sure about mentality. I don't think Nunez is smart enough to play for us. I think there was times today where he let the one where he let the ball go out, like to Diaz when he's totally onside and he thinks he's offside in the corner. It's like, what are you doing, Nunez?
No, but he was offside though, wasn't he? Like that's why he left it. But I suppose a bit more community.
He wasn't. No, of the replay, he was onside. He was totally on. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Arsenal fan saying
Everton fan.
Everton. Oh, well.
Not see that big blue.
Good evening, my friend.
Big blue kit there. Gags. Sure you can see that.
I thought, sorry, it's hard to see, with the small image and how small the club is. Sorry about that. Truly hurts. JD says this maybe was the last season with Trent, Virgil, and Mo. Truly believed it was a destiny to win, and it hurts so fucking much to see this up again. Absolutely get it. I totally get it that you're upset. It's fine. We're all going to be upset in our own ways. I'm on a YouTube show. I'm not going to show it too much, or I can't really show it too much. It doesn't come out. It's not. The international break has come at a good time, to be fair, because if Trent is out, gives Bradley time to come back. Just one cup final without Trent, we can manage him. Okay, I hope so. I think Konza was good when he came on. All right, lads, Jenny, do you think Slot will aim to finish top 8 CL next season? Don't finish top. To be honest, I bet you next season, if you finish top, you probably get a great draw. It's just the luck of the draw, right?
Like, joke that, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
it's a joke that we've somehow
drawn
PSG, man. We come top of the group, but yeah, and it's a great point you raised there. And I mentioned on the watch along, guys, it's a lot more technically switched on next season in the competition. If we've won, say, 5 out of games, just facilitate and rotate better, really. Because maybe if we get to the last 16, last 8, we'll have a lot more energy in the tank.
Imagine if you finish mid-table though, like in the top 8, and then you end up getting a PSG again. Like it just doesn't work. You've got to do the best you can, I think. And the manager's going to do the best he can, and he's going to try and win as much money as he can for the club by winning games. I think we just got unlucky with the draw. Like, just who would have thought Man City, Madrid, and PSG would have finished so low? You'd guarantee that they'd be in the top 8, right? Like normally, you would.
Like Brest or like a Villa or something, maybe a play.
Yeah, exactly. Even when Endo came out, I thought the play had to be to put Grab at CB. Yeah, good shout. I like that. Nunez unfortunately isn't good enough. Chiesa might as well sack it off. Yeah, you got to ask why. He didn't come on. Might not have made a difference, but can't help thinking how things might have been if we'd got Grichka. Yeah, man. Wow. I'm telling you, things would be completely different. Lille got Dortmund. Arsenal, PSV. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The new UCL form is actually fine. We just got unlucky being a bit crap in the first half of the season. Yeah. Liverpool got outplayed, plain and simple. Yeah, you're just watching a different game to me tonight. On the first leg, the first leg they did, not the second. I thought we were pretty good tonight. But Jack, it's a rough one to go out, but I suppose we should be looking ahead and not looking back.
Yeah.
The best way is to look forward. We could probably cuss and and shout at players all we want, but I think
we're realists.
Yeah, and it's a difficult season, man. Like we know. Look, one thing we can say, and it's not like getting all antsy about FSG and stuff again, is that I did say this in Jan, that if you want to go for every trophy, you need a bigger squad. The squad in 21-22 was much bigger than this. It just had a lot more players around. I don't think it was ever big enough to really go for it. That's why we didn't, the FA Cup loss probably did help us. It was a blessing because we could win some of the games in the league afterwards. Yeah. And we had a weekend off before to go and win that PSG game. That's how we did it. In the end, it didn't matter because we went out today. But I do think that if FSG could do a little bit more with like supporting the club in terms of putting money in, that's always been my opinion. It's not their model. I know everyone's going to tell me it's not their model, but I think this team could have done with, maybe a defender, maybe a right back, something like that, or something in NX. I mean, a DM was the key. Literally, if you have a DM here in this team, a proper DM, it's a different team. So
it's getting that quality, Gags, in it, because as we said at the top of the show, you're only an injury away from McAllister. If anyone says we're not asking for about 6, 7, 8 players, we're just wanting 1 or 2 for like a good quality. Massey helps out because, as you alluded to, Gravenberch, the amount of minutes that lad's played, the most in his career, he's a couple of games away, if he continues at this level, from capitulating or picking up a very serious injury.
He won't capitulate now. He won't capitulate now because he's not got Champions League to play every week, as well as Premier League. He's going to get a full week to recover most of the time. So I think that this is the difference. You'll see a difference in this Liverpool side now towards the end of the season. The focus is going to be on one thing because we only have one thing this weekend to focus on, and after that, it's just Premier League only, and it's a blessing because at the end of the day, I would really want us to drive this home now in the league. You know, like really drive it home. 97 points is what I really would want. I would really want, 97 points. Just go and win every single game now and really drive it home. There's nothing else to win, there's nothing else to do after the Carabao. This is after because obviously that's the next game. But post international break, we got to just go for it. Like it's a game a week. I think there's a midweek fixture maybe somewhere.
Would you say a procession of celebration, Gags?
Yeah.
Every last, just enjoy
game. Just enjoy,
enjoy the Guards of Honours. Enjoy the Guards of Honours.
We're on Premier League games after this, and you keep winning every one. It's the journey, right? That's going to be most fun. So, and watch Arsenal capitulate just would be brilliant. And TF, absolutely. I've just said this as well. Totally agree. And the derby's the first game back. There's no better game than the derby being first back. Straight after the international break.
We'll be there.
So it should be good. Saigopal says Kavicka looks even more devastating when compared to Diaz on the left. I think more point. Yeah, he's one of the best players in the world. And they've got a great strike force. I think their strike force is probably better than ours right now. So you've got to say that was great. Ricky thinks that's Trent's last game for Liverpool because of the injury. It could be. You could be right. We don't know. Jones didn't even have the confidence on the spot. Maybe it was a bad choice from start, but Nunez should be able to capitalize in these moments. I agree. Really wish we would have got Caicedo in 23 summer. Imagine, but then we probably wouldn't have got Dom.
Or maybe,
or did we have Dom already?
Yeah.
Did we have Dom already? I can't remember how it worked, what the order was, but we didn't know. We wouldn't have got Grav, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't have got Grav, and that's probably fine if you got Caicedo. To be fair, I would have loved him. I was so excited, but yeah. Gakpo was unlucky to get the injury when he did. The attack has been off since then. Correct. Yeah, we already had Dom, right, and we had Mac. It was the Grav and Endo that we got after it, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's the levels though. Quickly on that one, Gags. Though I'm loving it because the story and the narrative off the back of this game from the rival fans will be they're celebrating. This is their pinnacle of their season. United have just announced a clown tent or whatever you want to call that stadium. They're celebrating that. Well done. We're a trophy. Where are you?
Well, did you see the video though?
Oh, Ratcliffe. No, I haven't seen it.
No. Did you see the video of the stadium inside though?
Yeah.
It's awesome. It looks awesome inside.
There just be another Tottenham though.
I get it, but inside it looks flipping incredible, dude. I know it's United, but I'm just trying to say it might look like a clown tent outside, but if you watch the BBC video of the inside of what they planned, holy crap, 100,000 people, and the way it looks something special. Literally, that would get them so much money a game. They would be back. It would be crazy.
They can keep on buying Hoylands and Onans.
They're going to get it right. They're going to get it right at some point, though, aren't they? 5 years. So we need to capitalize in these 5 years.
Just win a couple of more league titles. That will certainly get United wanting to win trophies again.
We need City. I mean, the thing is, do you see City doing a repeat of this season? It's going to be the last time they did this against us. They went on to win 4 in a row.
Yeah,
we're going to have a special summer. We're going to have a special summer in transfer market to really bolster the squad. And that's the key. But I think there's still a lot to really be excited for this season. There's still a lot to be really excited to see this season. It's terrible to go out, but yeah. What's this? Did you see them mention about European Cup up north, including us horrible taxpayers, FC funding? Yeah. They want to. I don't know. They want to try and get it funded, don't they? Which is what he was trying to play. He was trying to play what he's a pauper, or Man United are paupers, but yeah, I don't know.
Whoever his PR manager is should be getting sacked anyway, so he shouldn't allow them to get interviewed by Gary Neville. But as he said there, Gags, were amazing season, Reds. I know he'd all be disappointed, even after the Champions League final, even with all my mates and all that. When the first final we lost, obviously under Jurgen, in the Champions League. I said to everyone, I said, we'll be back. This Liverpool team will be back next season or the year after. We're going places as a football club. Arne Slot, if he continues, there's great development. We've seen on many, but as I said, as we all said already, penalties, it's a 50-50 chance. Of course it is. It's one of them. There's no best way to lose a game of football than losing on penalties, but if you're going to lose to a Paris Saint-Germain side that has got all that quality, as we've said tonight. It's not like we've been beat by Arsenal or something or whatever. And
that's worse. It's way worse. You could see that these guys are quality. You could see it, So, like I said, it hurts, always hurts, but it always hurts when you go out. Like it feels like, I think someone was saying in Discord, it feels like Atletico Madrid again that season. But I think what it does is it's going to really focus us on the title now. So, and we don't really need to focus, but we can and we will. And I think it's going to make it all the sweeter. And like I said again in Jan, had they supported the team a little bit and put some more players in, this might have been a different story. There might have been a bit more support, and there might have been a bit more energy in the squad, especially in midfield and at the back. But the only positive I can take is that we've got a cup final on Sunday to look forward to. Like it is, we should look forward to it, and we have 9 league games to make a dream come true for us all. Literally celebrate it in person, literally getting to 20 league titles and having the most league titles and most trophies in the trophies that matter in club football from England, sticking it to the United team, United fans as well on the other side when we get to 20. Let's see you sing 20 times United now after that. So yeah, it's still going to be amazing, and we'll forget about it really soon. We won't be. I think we'll hurt today and tomorrow. Come Sunday, if it's a good day, I'm sure it'll be great. So
let's hope we win it on Sunday, mate, because let's create a winning habit in terms of Arne Slot, mate. I think if all of us, Gags, would you be happy come at the beginning of the season if someone said to you we'll be winning the league and possibly we'll be in a League Cup final, or and you would have snapped it. Everyone would have snapped your hand off, really.
Yeah, we are. Jesus, come on, man. We
Slot's first year
with when Slot came in. If someone told you he's going to win the league, everybody would have said, "Yeah, fuck everything else.
Yeah,
I don't really give a shit about anything else. Just give me that 20 league title, man. I don't want anything else. Like we're just being spoiled because we're having a good season." And we want to behave that way, but also it just hurts going out at home when the second leg's at home. It does. Let's not be around the bush. It does hurt. But what I also want to say is that there's a lot more to look forward to, and we'll forget about it if Sunday's a happy day. Like honestly, we'll forget about it. So fingers crossed it goes well for us on Sunday. Newcastle got some players out. We're gonna have some players out. We're just gonna have to battle through. And luckily, this game was on a Tuesday night and not a Wednesday night. It really does give us that extra day's rest, and it's so important to have that extra day's rest. In fatigue wise, 5 days is better than 4. Way better. Just get that extra day. I think it's 3. Then 4th is a recovery. 5th is recovery. 2 recovery days. That's perfect. Really good. I think that's right, isn't it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's 4. So it's still better than just the 3. Had an awful feeling tonight about Madrid will win it now. It would be poetic if PSG beat Madrid after. It would actually. I actually want it to happen. Want it to happen. I really do. Everybody's saying the league is the big one. So is Ahmed, and Christopher is saying, "Can I have your guys' opinion on our 11 for Sunday? What do you reckon?"
I
think Trent's out. Let's assume Trent's out, dude. Yeah.
Say Quansah, Ali in goal, of course. Robbo can't be putting in 120 odd minutes, didn't he? Costas.
Yeah. I think it'd be fine for Costas to start.
Yeah. Costas.
He's got a great record at creating at Wembley, or creating a moment at Wembley, dude. He's won a penalty shootout with the last kick of the game. He's created the winner in the Carabao. So let me tell you, Costas is probably a lucky little charm.
To play.
Yeah.
Centre. It's difficult, isn't it? Does Endo play centre out? It's going to be
No,
hard.
no.
Ibu,
Ibu's got
if he's
cramp.
out,
He's gonna
yeah,
no. If
cramp.
he's just
Oh,
cramp, he's gonna be
yeah,
fine. And I
those
think
two.
we should assume it is cramp because he was, like I said, the way he was going off. If he was out, he would
Yeah.
just be like devastated because he'd be missing the rest of the season, right? I think he
Yeah.
knew he was just cramping up a bit.
The
They
two lads in
won't make him
midfield.
train now. He'll probably just train like on Thursday, Friday, or you know,
Yeah.
or Friday, Saturday. That's it. He'll probably
Mac,
train, get some
Mac
rest.
and Grav rested, so they'll be playing. I know people might go rested, but let's be honest, we don't want to run
Played
them into.
90 minutes. He can play after
Yeah,
5 days. Yeah, 4 days. I think.
it'll be
Did
tight.
Dom come off at extra time
I
first
think
half?
extra time. Let's have a quick look on these.
Yeah, so he
Yeah, extra
probably
time.
will only get like 60, 70 minutes, but he should start.
Yeah, because Elliot come on for him, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I think
yeah,
CJ will start instead of Grav because
yeah.
Grav is, you know, Grav is gonna
Mm,
Grav has played
feeling it.
the full time,
Mhm.
so I
Yeah.
think we should rest Grav and play CJ, Dom, and Mac. And in
Mm,
fact, we should probably play Dom and Mac deep, just for the pace from Dom,
mm.
and let CJ be behind the front lot. Really, in that game, we should be able to hurt them a bit. And then the front three, I think Gakpo doesn't look like he's ready to start, does he?
No.
He just doesn't look like it, man.
You
So
Jota, the same from three, I think it will be. Salah, Diaz, and Jota.
I mean,
Big Wembley pitch for Nunez.
I might go Nunez. You know,
Mm,
just I know he's going to be low after missing the pen, but the players will look after him.
yeah.
You might just want to go Nunez with set pieces, things like that. I mean, he's rubbish in the
And
air,
he's got
though.
a good record against Newcastle in terms of goals as well. So, yeah, so he likes
Let's
playing
see.
against that
Let's see.
defense.
I mean, the front
Yeah.
three is a toss up. I think it's definitely going to be Mo and Diaz
Yeah.
start. I think because Gakpo's not ready, unless they give Gakpo 40, 45, 50, 60 minutes because it's an
Yeah.
international break straight after, and then get Diaz on fresh, for 40 minutes and give his all for 40 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, it's gonna be an interesting lineup, I think, on Sunday. But what I can say is I think it'll be Ali, Kwanzaa, Ibu, Verge, maybe Costas. I think the midfield is going to be without Grav because he played, so it'll be Maka,
So,
Dom, CJ, and then Grav can come on if they need later on. And then I think Mo, even though he should be resting. He's fasting.
yeah.
I think he was fasting as well. That's why he got cramp and needed a drink. And then I think Mo, maybe Nunez and Diaz, but Jota, I don't know. Premier League teams is different for Jota, but Jota just wasn't good, was he today?
It's
Unfortunately,
does, as we said before, mate, the realization, but obviously the summer, it's a big summer. We love all these players, we do. And Nunez, I want him to, as he said, I want him to lead the line. Don't buy into the narrative of just silly sausages on the internet, giving it down the banks to Nunez. The proper fans out there, all of us. Yes, he'll most likely leave at the football club, but what we can do when he's at the club, he'll be disappointed about tonight. Many of the great Liverpool players have missed penalty shootouts for Liverpool, and
yeah,
and we just need to get behind him because we all know in confidence. But Nunez, the best way to react is at Wembley, getting a winner or scoring against Newcastle on Sunday and Everton. It wasn't just Joe. It's a whole team collective and great environments, of course. Well, happens in the summer, he moves on, which you probably all anticipate. But yeah, it's just one last dance for Nunez and a couple of players this season in this squad, and go out there and prove your worth potentially or whatever. But yeah, it's I just don't
yeah.
want him to be too down.
And Dico saying Slot must have said Canate just tired. Is that what he said? Is that what Slot said, Antico? Yes or no? The way you don't really put it right, so we could understand. But Slot maybe said Canate just tired. Be surprised if Trent plays Sunday. That's what he said. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that anywhere just to confirm, because that will put some people at ease. I've just said he's going to make. Oh, yep. Antico says yep. That's what Slot said. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh yeah, Anti's going. Of course he is. Of course, as I just said there. But yeah, he's going. We all know that. But at the end of the day, Nunez just saying in terms of just stands comment there. But yeah, big summer for Liverpool Reds. Yeah.
Do we accept to buy anyone to possibly? Do we have money? I think we will. I think we will have money to replace Mo, but will we replace Mo? Will Mo stay? That's the $1 million question, right? I mean, literally going to cost us millions, but yeah, it's the $1
You
million
could see,
question as well.
don't know how you felt. He was fuming at the end of the game when you could see he
Mm.
was. But Mo's already been on record this season saying he wants the Premier League more than the Champions League. I suppose when Mo's giving interviews like that, then, but of course it's and coming to and Alisson again, another great performance by him. I know we've not mentioned him, but a couple of occasions that save in extra time, low to his left, phenomenal save. But yeah, sadly, he couldn't have saved us all in terms of the pens, but it's one of them, mate. I'm disappointed, but at the end of the day, mate, I think we're all realistic about the season. We're flying in the league, and that's the main thing, mate.
Dr. Nath, I think these games showed why we wanted Supermendy. Absolutely need a controller, another controller. Yeah, completely agree. I think that's why we wanted someone like that in that profile. I would really like someone in that profile that can actually break up the game as well, though, and have a bit of speed. Not sure if Supermendy's fast, but don't think he is. It's like another Mac, really, or very similar. And I'd be worried about the height in the team if we do that. So, yeah, oh my god, I'm so tired.
Long night, so say.
Well, you had a longer night, mate. Well, I had to watch that, but I have, to be honest, I had a long day at work as well. I think Trent is gone to other 250-50. Hopefully, this game doesn't affect contract negotiations like the final did with Mane's. I don't think so. I don't think this game's got anything to do with them, to be honest. I think the Premier League win is the big one. I think once they win it, they can announce what they want, and they'll announce whether they're leaving or not, so it becomes more of a party towards the end of the season. I think they need to get that league title over the line, and then we'll I think the stories will come out, like about Trent and about VVD. I think VVD's a defo, like, going to sign on. Don't think he's a problem. I think it's going to be Mo and Trent, really, and I think those stories will come out once, there's nothing left to play for. So if we have won the league, and obviously we're out of the Champions League now, and the cup will be done this weekend. So once we can confirm the league in the next month or so, I think it's going to take a month.
Sorry.
What? It depends on Arsenal as well.
Yeah, I'd love Dembele, mate. I'm just looking at that. Could you imagine in the summer? But like, he's never going to be leaving Paris Saint-Germain. But I tell you what, the player that I was most impressed by tonight, mate, in chat, Mendes. Absolutely, my man was running straight through our team in like the 120th minute. He's got an absolute engine on him. The left back for Paris Saint-Germain. But
and Kirkes. I know Paul Smith's saying we should buy Mendes rather than Kirkes, but Kirkes is right back and Mendes is left back.
Now Kirkes is left back as well.
Oh, is he left back? Oh, of course he is. Yeah. Oh, he's left back as well. Damn. So he's a Robbo replacement.
Yeah. Nunez would be very expensive, though. I don't think he'd leave.
But is Mendes as good as Kirkes going forward? I'm not sure. Mendes going forward is pretty good.
It reminds me of Robbo of old. How the contrast in players as well. That was what Robbo used to do for us. He had little spells tonight, but yeah, just the recovery.
I don't think Robbo did too bad tonight. Honestly don't think he did. I thought Trent was fantastic. It was probably his best game of the season, and then he went and got injured. That is the flipping irony of it all. Like, he has his best performance. He's doing well defensively. He's actually playing well going forward. He's man. Like, some of the attacks were great, some of the passes were great, and then he does that. Has Alphonso Davies signed with Bayern again? I'm not sure.
Yeah, he signed his new deal. I think.
He's already signed.
Yeah, so that's disappointing, but big summer indeed, and
it's huge. But yeah, I think we don't need to take too long on this one. I don't know what's happening on Sunday. Have you found yourself a guest for Sunday, the post match? Because I'm obviously at the game.
Oh yeah, you're at the game. Yeah, I'll have to ask a couple of people. Yeah,
see if Eddie can join you.
I was going to say, Eddie, if you're watching that, get on the stream if you're free, mate. It'd be good to have you on. And yeah, let's hope we are celebrating another league cup, adding to our extensive trophy haul. Like, rival fans, we could be winning 2 trophies this season. We're having an amazing season. I know we've been eliminated, but we're absolutely flying. As a football club, we've been in no better shape, really, so we're flying.
No, and let's be honest, Arsenal aren't winning the Champions League at all. They're not getting past. They're not getting past Madrid and then PSG as well. You
No
know,
chance.
it's just not happening.
Yeah.
And also, I think even if Villa did get past PSG, which they won't, but if they did, they would. Arsenal would probably lose to Villa on 2 legs.
The manager that he sacked as well. Wow. The narrative's already been written there. Could you imagine?
Oh my god! Let's be honest. I don't think they will. I think tomorrow's a good one to watch. Actually, the rest of the Champions League. Although I'm not going to spend time. I'm going to spend time with the family as I'm going away on the weekend, and playing some poker Saturday night, watching the football Sunday, staying in Liverpool Monday, staying in Liverpool South, Anfield South, staying in London on Sunday for Monday, working there Monday, coming back Monday night. So should be good. I think I've still got a show to do with Grizz this week, so maybe that's going to be on Thursday, 7:00. So we'll see what happens. This has been a great therapy session, Gags and Jack, to put going out of the CL into perspective with the cup and league to win. Well, we'll see what happens in the cup. We shouldn't count our chickens, but I think with the league, we're well on our way. We're in well pole position, and all of the teams around us are falling apart at the end of the day. So I think the league is literally just games away now, and now with us having just full focus on just the league, it should be pretty good for us to crack on with it post Carabao Cup. So hey, let's try and just enjoy this last 2 months of the season. There's a lot to come. There's a lot to enjoy. So let's not be too downhearted. It is hard to think like that, but there's only one thing I want this year. I think you all know what it is, and being champions of England is the big one for us, and for the manager to win that in his first season, guys,
Not too bad.
just unprecedented. Asking him to win the CL and the PL in year one, or expecting it as well, is a lot. Like even Klopp couldn't do it, winning both in the same season. Like it's just not an
Look
easy
at all.
to do.
Look at
You need a
Guardiola though.
big squad. You need a big squad.
Gags Guardiola. He's only won one Champions League in his like 7-8 years or however long he's been there as well.
Yeah. It's
It's
so
such a
hard to
difficult
do.
competition to win. Like
It's so
honestly,
hard
it
to do.
is.
It's so hard when you're going full pelt all the time. And I kept saying it in Jan. No one wanted to listen. That if you want to win it, you need a bigger squad. And if you want to win it, you need to find the money to support the team. And if we don't have the money in the club coffers, the owners need to be putting the money in and telling the guys to go and do it, because we want to win, because the fans deserve it. The fans deserve to go and win every trophy. The fans deserve to see a great team like this in such a great position to go and do it. You know, I think we do deserve it. We've been very patient. I think we've been very patient as a fan base. I think we do deserve a little bit of investment in the squad from outside, you know, not just from what we earn. Everybody else is doing it. Literally every other club is doing it. What makes us different? Why should we be special? Why should we be having to earn it from what we, you know, having to buy from what we earn? Why? Why though? Why? I don't understand why. I would like to know why we should do that. It's not a Liverpool way. It's, you know, we should be. I would like us to have owners that would support us.
There's no turn around really from them, mate, in the summer. Because say if either even one of the three left Liverpool, the main three, as we know, we're all talking about, then the pressure's on them straight away. We had it with obviously Klopp in the years of his great management, and it was great management. This squad's good, but as we said already tonight, McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, they can't play another 38-game season every single week. They will need rotation. So, yeah, a lot of work to do in the summer, but there's a lot of great foundation blocks to build off this season. Certainly.
Paul Smith says the difference between the teams are ownerships, with one with ambition that signs quality players, one that doesn't and hopes for the best. Scott Patrick, FSG doesn't spend. Yeah, we know, but it doesn't mean we can't call it out. They don't like. Yeah, but again, doesn't mean we can't call it out. Just because they don't do it, there's accepting it, and then there's calling it out. And I guess there's fan bases and there's fan channels that want to accept it, but I'm sorry, we should not accept it. We should not. We should be treated. We should be. It's not a level playing field then, really, with any other club. Yeah, we run well, I guess, and you know we sign players that end up being great. We sign great managers. That's great. Love it. I praise them for that. I praise them to the heavens for signing Slot. Let me tell you, that's a great decision. That's very well done. That's an FSG win. Not supporting the team and not buying or putting some money in to help us win more. It's not It's not a good decision.
Because
So
we'll see more performances like that extra time now next season. Like we will be out on our feet if we don't get enough quality coming in next season to help the lads.
Yeah, Dr. North, I rate FSG. They're clever. I believe we will always be good into them, but I don't necessarily believe in their ability to make. Yeah, agree. I think they're great with us. Like they're better than Hicks and Gillette. Like, let's be honest. We live through Hicks and Gillette. So if you live through Hicks and Gillette, you got to be thankful. Like, so let me just say, very, very thankful for how we run everything. Just be nice to have a little bit more. You know, it would be nice to have a little bit more. Jimmy P, everything's been held up by 3, but yeah, it's a massive outlay. Totally agree. It's frustrating with FSG. They never take us quite far enough in the transfer market to create lasting dominance, even when we have an amazing manager, or even when we have an amazing spine. You know, like we could have dominated these last 4 years if they'd spent the same amount of money as City did.
Replace Fabinho, like was he? Like, 100%.
I don't accept it. I'm American. I don't like American owners because all American owners are the same. They are stingy and only care about themselves. Fair enough. Good. I'm glad you don't accept it, dude. You're like us then. Very sad. Very sad about that. I think I get more upset about things like that than I do. Like I say, I try and be as objective as possible. I love that they make great decisions at times. I love what they've done with the stadium, let's be honest. But then still loaned us the money. And then Liverpool paid interest on that money and cost us millions in interest as well. So whilst it's great, the facilities look great, the access training ground looks great, everything, like all of it deserves praise. Don't get me wrong, not trying to, you know, be, what's the word, ungrateful for the good stuff. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be ungrateful. Like, I'm grateful, but I always feel like they could just do a little bit more, you know. That's all.
You can never have enough good players, Gags, and we've said this how many times this season as well, mate. Quality needs to come in the summer. There's no turning from the owners or just the people running the club that do the transfers as well. There's a lot of work to do in the squad, and we know Arne Slot is already being ruthless this season. And come what the end of the season, these aren't his players. Yes, they might have won in the league, but the expectation, as Arne has said on countless interviews, as we know, it's Liverpool Football Club. If you're not up to the standard of Salah, then, as Slot already said a couple of weeks ago, you're not good enough really for Liverpool, because the Salah performances he's put in this season, they're the levels, they're the expectations, and let's hope those expectations continue for the next couple of years to come as well.
Agreed. FSG have made us a very well-run club, top to bottom. Agreed, but they don't ever dip in their hands. Yeah, agreed as well. They did try to trademark Liverpool. Don't forget, absolutely. Like, they've done some stupid things, and they've had to apologize a few times as well. So, hey, it happens. People make mistakes, but please, it would be nice if they could support a little bit. Or hey, how about you sell it to someone who will? But again, it's going to be hard to find a good owner, right? That's the problem. Without all the problems that we don't want, I don't know.
A 4 billion profit or whatever it is, crazy. Not a bad return ROI, like your return on your investments anyway. Certainly,
they got it
as a business.
They turned it into a beast. You know, they turned it into an absolute beast. It is a great club. I'm so proud. I support this club. I love it. Even if we go out of this trophy like we have tonight, I just love this football club so much. Like we got so much great stuff coming, guys, and we're under great hands with Slot. We just got a great future. There's no need to be too downbeat. It's going to be lots of partying this year, I'm sure. What did you think of Jimbo Ratcliffe sitting down with Guy over that for a cozy chat? Yeah, I mean, I think it backfired very, very much. I don't think he came across well. I think Neville was very good, actually. Put him in his place a few times, gave him some good ideas about, like, you know, supporting the old players and stuff. And then he was like, didn't think of that. And it's not my position anyway to do that stuff. Oh, shut up, mate. He's just
so used. He's so used to getting everything right, Gags, isn't he? He's not a person that likes to hear no. But yeah, they've lost a lot of their soul as a football club in terms of the people that run it in the background, and they're the people that took Fergie 20 odd years or however long he was getting those people instilled in the club. the most important club as Klopp's built over the last 7-8 years and improved on that is the heart of the football club and the soul. The people in the background and the kitchens and the kiosks and people running the kit men and everyone. Of course, the lads on the pitch and the management, but it's the infrastructure and the togetherness as a football club and even as a fan base. As we know, as you said there, Gags, it means so much to me and you and everyone. And it unites everyone from around the world, from different walks of life as well. And it never change. But, and yeah, well, we go again on Sunday, Gags.
No. It's nearly, I think it's going to be, nearly 40 years supporting this club. And it's, I was a kid when they used to win everything, like regularly. And then we didn't get to celebrate. I was luckily there for the Champions League final wins. For number 5 and number 6, I was in the stadium. Istanbul I'll never forget Istanbul. The long as I live, I'll never forget Istanbul. So lucky I paid over the top to get that ticket, like at the time, as a young lad. It was, I mean, but I do think that I probably feel like I feel like just this league title would feel just something, exceptional. Just because the one we won in, 20, just we weren't able to celebrate, even though we celebrated online and, we were unbearable on Twitter. This is just going to be crazy, so much to look forward to, dude.
We're going to be sharing that title parade every single 24 hours before the end of the season anyway. So yeah, be prepared, rival fans. You might enjoy tonight. You can have your flowers tonight, but get ready for the end of May when we celebrate that league title.
Yeah, going out on penalties there's no shame as well in it. Like we lost the game today 1-0, but we beat them away. They beat us here. Like there's absolutely no shame in it. It's penalties. It can happen. We were knackered as well. It's like it's okay. This like also they're a fucking good team. It's not like they're minnows. Like some people are acting like we got embarrassed and we lost to minnows or something. We did not.
It's not Red Star Belgrade. It's Panathinaikos.
They are very, very good. Like literally, I would put a bet on them. I'm not a betting man. I don't bet that much. I play poker, but I don't bet on football. But I would bet that they could go on to win this trophy. I absolutely could. That's how much I think they're good, how good they are. They did play really well against us at their home ground. They, on another day, they could have scored 4 or 5, right? If it was a different keeper. And the next round, if Villa are going there, first leg, they're going to be going their first leg again. It's just going to be, it's going to be rough,
Double hat-trick Dembele. Put that now.
It's going to be rough, honestly. It's not an easy place to go and win. So I'd like to see someone else do it. And then even Madrid, I think Madrid will have a rough time. Enrique will love playing them. He'll relish it.
He's such a good manager, mate, isn't it? You look at that midfield, Neves, Rui, and even Zaire when he come on in that second half. Vitinha, like they're proper, like going into the summer. Of course, our 3 lads anyway that we've got very good, but they're the type of caliber of player that Liverpool need to be going into next season. If we could even like add one of those players to Liverpool's team next season, wow, we'd be going everywhere really. So good.
You could see what was I going to say?
Oh, sorry, mate. In terms of midfielders, other players.
Yeah, you could see why they got rid of Ugarte, right?
Yeah, you got to. Yeah.
Last comment before we go. I think it's a late one. You've been doing this for ages now. We still have a great chance on 2 trophies. The Premier League to be ours. That will put United fans in their place. Their place is 14th now. Ouch! What a way to end the show, folks. It has been a rough one. It's not been. Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Kudos for a therapy session. Going out for quarters sucks. Number 20 is going to be massive. It really is. At the end of the day, really tough night. Tough to lose. Tough to go out. Better days ahead. Hopefully that result that kind of puts the night at rest for us. I'm going to sleep pretty well. I'm not going to mope over this. There's a lot more fun to come. Sunday, I'm going to be at Wembley, so I'm going to be looking forward to that. Having a great day out with my friends. Some of my family are going to be there. Some Anfield Index folks are going to be there. It's going to be a great day. So regardless of what happens, they're always memorable. So yeah, the boys have put on a real show this season. Let's not be too hard on them. Let's get real behind them now.
100%.
As we end the season, last 2 months we got a cup final, and then the last 9. Let's just go for it, man. Let's just absolutely enjoy. Thank you, Jack. I know you've done a long stint tonight, but yeah,
Cool, mate.
hopefully Eddie joins you for the Gags Tandon show.
Yeah. Unless he's going to, unless he's found a ticket. You never know.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is going. But
well, yeah, no, it's been a pleasure, mate. I've enjoyed it. Win, lose or draw, we get behind the Reds. Doesn't matter. We're not an arrogant fan base as a whole. We appreciate and we understand. Most importantly,
well done, PSG. Let's just say, well done, PSG. You know, we laughed last week. You laughed this week. All good. You know, you won it on penalties. Fair play to you. But yeah, better days ahead for Liverpool for sure.
Go again.
All right then. Have a great one. I will join you hopefully Thursday night with Grizz, and yeah, we'll see how it goes with Grizz as well. I'm sure he'll be upset as well, but yeah, I'm sure he'll be looking forward to whatever's to come for the rest of the season. Have a great evening, folks. Try not to be too upset. Think of all the positive things that are about to come, and focus on those, and you'll have a much better night. Have a great one. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Up the Reds.